an early night. I was listening to two spiritualists talking on a video while I was just laying down giving the dogs a hug and that. And I cuddled, I was all up on the bed at the end of the day having their cuddle. Marnie and Hulkstra are now in the hallway. The girls are quietly in their crates. The boys aren't that impressed with having to be in the hallway, but they get it. Yeah, I missed another live while I was listening to that, but in a bit more coherent state tonight. Since the nefopam wore off, I was very sort of drowsy and floaty, which I was pain-free for a change, so I've decided to test what I've been saying about the smartphone all along and why its microphone got hit and taken out of action, because it's a Samsung Galaxy and it has a government back door into it. Just so you're all crystal clear on that. So I took it out with me today so I could be tracked, just to test that, because I usually, if I go out, I'll turn it off and leave it at home. So I took it out with me today, and literally every time I stopped, the police turned up. Every time I stopped. So on the way to the chemist after getting off with the bus, just happened to cruise past, gets on the bus into the city, gets into the city, goes into the bank, sees the police arriving, just coming past as I'm in the bank, connecting to their Wi-Fi to complete my transaction, which turned out to be, this time there wasn't enough money in the bank, so they just took for the first item that I ordered. And it didn't leave enough out of the refund for the mobile phone to pay for that and that, if you see what I mean. So I had to go down to the bank to find out what the problem was and get a mini statement and see if there was anything else taken out of my account while I was doing that transaction. So it was only for peace of mind, but it was just proving a point at the same time. As soon as I left the house with the trackable phone, they was on me straight away, literally. Wasn't doing anything illegal, just going about my normal legal life, and that's what I'm getting. So it's obviously from what I'm saying and doing online. So I decided to have a laugh with them today, since they was going out of their way to do such good acting, because they are just actors, aren't they? So I decided to have a laugh with them today, since they was putting on such a show. Come on, you dirty bastards. Move along. That's it. Making the place look untidy. In my combat shorts with my knee fucking strapped up and my ankle support on, and a black hoodie and a black cap with a body warmer on, and black trainers. So, you know, to anybody else, I could have been the army telling the police to move on. Do you know what I mean? So I was just ripping the piss, because they was putting on such a good show, and I was just like joking back, yeah, go on, get out of it, bye. Got my business done, went back home again. after sorting my doctor, getting some shopping. I even put in the third time they decided to turn up at the bus stop when I was going home. And like I said about the lady in the shop, yeah, because it was just like I was being followed around the shops. I noticed them in Poundland. They was using females to follow me around the shop, hoping I weren't going to notice them. And I caught one out in Poundland and caught one out in the fucking Audi. Now, why would they be making so much effort? I'm not out shoplifting or nothing, am I? I'm living a legal life. Why am I being followed about seeing what I'm buying? You see what I mean? I said I was going out for dog food. I got dog food. Got bread. Got a couple of tins of beans. Then discussed it all online. What I bought. So they didn't even have to come and do that and follow me about. They could have just waited until I put it on video and put it on YouTube. So basically, they're being played at their own game, aren't they? Because they're being spotted, and while they're tying their resources up with me, who's doing nothing wrong, then all the others are slipping through the net. So what the fuck? You're just wasting my time and your own. Stop playing games with my life. Because I'll just take the piss back. You know? I'm enjoying the live stream. And well, what was live? I'm 35 minutes through it at the moment, so my hyperness has kicked back in again now the nefopam's worn off. So I've just had a scrape and clean things out. What a devil. My one skin. Oh, Marnie, you sound really pitiful, mate. You want to come in here, don't you? But you're going to lay out there tonight. Alright? You're going to lay out there tonight so I can get another solid night's sleep. You're a fidget arse and it disturbs my sleep. You're making pitiful noises, are you? Because I'm talking. Let me in. Door's open. There's only a barrier in your way. You can jump over it if you really want to, but you get told to get back out the bedroom, won't you? Do you know what I mean? Who's going? Let's have a peek, shall we? Oh yeah, talking about McPeak. Woody. I saw this name yesterday in the chat, so I said hello, because he mentioned a comment. And I thought, that's a bit devious. Yeah, where's the cameras on that side of the phone, isn't it? Yeah, they're just sort of laying there like that. Marnie's making pitiful noises. So, I've had me one skin. Now I can get on my vape, because I'm just sticking to the vape as I use up the last of my tobacco. And then I'm back on my vape full time until I get paid. I've got food money left, so I'm alright. Got everything ready. There's nothing illegal in the house, so I don't have to worry. Oh, money. You know what I mean? There's no stolen property in the house. Nothing. And I have it that way for a reason. You know, I could duck and dive and tiptoe over the line and back again, and don't need to, do I? I've got enough to live on. I can pay my bills with it. I have to juggle my money, you know. So I might not pay some bills on time where they're supposed to be paid, because I'm paying the other ones off and getting ahead with that one. And then I'll switch from that one. And I won't pay them for a month or two, and then fucking focus on the other bills that have got to be paid, get them all squared up. And yeah, and on it goes from cycle to cycle, but always make it, always make it last. Unless I get my kids come round and it's like, oh, me missus has done this week, blah 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 blah. Can you lend us a thingy so we can feed the kids? And it's like, oh, shut up, stop blagging me. You know what I mean? You ain't left your kids with no fucking food. Don't be fucking stupid. And if your missus is fucking gambling, put a stop to it. Put your foot down, innit? If it's something you're doing, knock it on the head. Like I said, my son's drinking too much and it's affecting my bill money, where I'm having to support his habit because he hasn't got the stomach to go through the withdrawals with someone that's willing to support him doing it. He's like, he's just playing everybody for a fool and he don't give a shit about his own life or anybody else's. But it's just like, yeah, well, I want you to watch me kill myself. And it's like, no. I showed you how easy it was to go without. You got the ump about it for a little bit, you panicked for a little bit, and then when you calmed down, you was alright. So stop panicking when you think your crutch is being kicked away, because that's what's making you want it all the time. It's the same with any addiction, isn't it? Yeah, even smoking. Yeah, you can smoke tobacco. And if you're comfortable with nicotine withdrawal vapes, you can help juggle your finances while you're making up your mind whether you're going to quit or not. The only reason I'm still smoking tobacco is because I use it to light my joints. I prefer to have a joint than a pipe that rips my throat out. But I'm doing it all in moderation. If I go on the lash with my son for a little bit, just to get him through his pain, and then when I think he's, milking it a bit, and I can see him walking about all right, and he's starting to cook his own stuff rather than wait for me to do it for him, you know. Yeah, I was watching him struggle getting over the barriers at first. I said, well, move the barriers out of the way, don't try and step over them. If I can't step over them, I'll move them out of the way. That's the only little bit of exercise I get around the place. So every time I lift my legs over the barriers, it's making me stretch my spine and sciatic nerve. You know? So there's a reason for it. It might look silly, but it's kinetic training. You know? So, yeah, to some people I might talk nonsense a little bit in videos. But I'm not doing videos for popularity or a stream. I'm literally showing the little tricks that I've learnt in life. and how I use my intuition and everything else, including the slider ability, which is manipulation of energy. Nothing more than that. And if you're hyperactive, you can do that as well. It's just you've never, you've never been open to the possibility that that is a thing. Because you was taught from a very early age, oh, don't be stupid, you can't think like that. And then if you talk like that publicly, it's like, well, there must be something mental wrong with you, mate. You can't do that. And then when things keep happening, they start looking at it, and then they start checking about those things, and they noticed that the substation did blow the first week I moved to this village. And yes, all the power cuts that happened in the city when I was living in the city and in a flat in the city, and it was taking out the whole city's power grid. So what I was actually showing them today was, yeah, it's factual, and I can see you acting, with your cars and your vans pulling up to intimidate me, to make me that little bit more paranoid, and it ain't working, is it? Because I know it's all an act, and you're only doing it because you're scared. How about that? Someone's that scared of what I am as a human being that they're getting the police. So it must be pretty high up to, have them under those orders to be doing shit like that. It's got to be coming from somewhere, hasn't it? Up that chain of, or up the power structure of the tree for the country. So, yeah. So I watch things that resonate with me, and if my videos make people laugh, good. I get the same from the videos that I watch myself, so, that's what it's about, lifting people's spirits. We might talk about things that we're not allowed or not supposed to be talking about every now and then. But, yeah. Because of my disabled status, I can't be seen going to a gym, can I? Not while they're doing this acting thing with driving up in police vehicles and all that sort of bullshit. I can't be doing that, can I? Because if they're waiting for an opportunity, they're obviously following me about for a reason. I'm clearly disabled because I presented myself to the doctor as disabled again today, with all my supports on and that, because I was struggling with my knee and struggling with the sciatic nerve problem again, and then I've got the arthritis and the emphysema, so it's, and the asthma as well, so it's not a lot they can sort of do with that, is it, really? Because they're all ongoing things which are only going to get worse. So I'm still unfit to work. And more importantly, serve. Because I ain't their fucking cannon fodder. And for putting me in prison after setting me up, there's no way I'm going to be fucking loyal to them, is it? So I will not be fighting in no wars to protect their power structure, because it's a cursed thing. It has no place in modern society. We need a new way forward. You know? At some point in time, the whole system will change. Whether it morphs into a new world order or it goes to into something completely fucking different, because everyone turns around and says at the same time, no, we're not going to have your fucking world war. We're not going to have your new world order. You can stick your fucking security grid up your arsehole because the EMP's just knocked it all fucking sideways and it don't work no more. So now you're all fucked, aren't you? Now you've got to depend on not getting hunted down yourselves like you've been hunting us all and trying to intimidate us all. Now the boot will be on the other foot, won't it? And that time is very, very fast approaching. And they know it. They hear the chatter. Now they're trying to stop the chatter from happening. Right? That's what they're trying to do, but it's already too late. People are talking not on the internet now because they know it's all being censored, and so it's already too late. They've already lost that as well. Word's out and people are preparing everywhere to protect their families once it all goes, and it will all go. Alright? So prepare for an EMP attack on this country for interfering in the war in Ukraine. Right? Or missile attacks on the supply chain that's been flying over my fucking head and getting caught on Flight Tracker 24. Right? Making us targets, which is a war crime. You cannot use a population as a human shield. That's why they was bombing Saddam Hussein, wasn't it? Apparently. If the truth is, their truth is to be believed, you know what I mean? And they're doing it exactly the same themselves now. So it's all bullshit. Right, how are we doing time-wise? 23 minutes. Where's my phone? It's 25 to 11. I didn't actually fall asleep. I was just sort of in and out of having my eyes shut and just laying there listening to a video and that. But I'm actually yawning at the moment, so all good. Yeah, I got another one of them earlier. Just so I got enough to last me the next however long till my next thingy. Obviously got me new SD card ready. Got my phone credit in my wallet ready. Was actually sitting outside the bank kicking my heels against the electric grid box while looking at the mobile phone shop next to the bank, and then back to the police again, and then look back at the mobile phone shop while I'm tapping my feet on the electric grid box. I'm sitting on top of it, remember, outside the bank after they're doing their little acting game there. And all the public are watching me. while I'm being intimidated. God, I can't get no fucking nothing out of that at all. What's that on? That's not on the right heating thing anyway. How did I turn that down last time? Oh motherfucker, that's why it's tasting fucking manky and all, isn't it? It's burning the oil. I can't remember how it's done now. Or is it in that button, isn't it? There we go. That's it. Whew. I thought, fuck, I've forgotten how to do it. I can't remember where I put the fucking instruction manual. Right, fucking. It's got too much airflow for it. I need the fucking torch to see the fucking airflow gap. Can't hear no clicking or popping. That's it. It fell over earlier and it just must have dislodged itself a little bit. Dogs are giving themselves a wash out there. Yeah, I'll watch the rest of this and then I'm going to get some shut eye. Yeah. Then sit and wait tomorrow. Still way too much airflow. That's better. Get a proper fucking chug on it now. That's it. Now I can put the plastic cover over. Yeah, that didn't work out, super gluing that. So I'll try and get another one of these, but with a different cap for the top fit. It does the job well though. It's worth getting that. Good little investment. Helps me budget my thingy, don't it? Then I pay less taxes because I'm buying less tobacco. So still lawful, peaceful rebellion. I'll pay the council tax ones still because it just keeps me out of their courts, doesn't it? Away from their corruption. And then if they decide to push the issue, then I've got a reason, a legitimate reason to push back. The way it usually pans out is if they take the piss with a bill that I can't pay, and I'm trying to juggle bills to make it all work out at the end of each pay cycle, and then I forget to pay one, and then one of them, the awkward ones, usually the council tax. If you forget to pay one of them, then they start writing you snotty letters and demanding money with menaces, and you can't pay your bill anymore like it is, you have to contact us. It's like, fuck off, I'll just keep paying the payment. Sorry I paid one late. I'm not even going to waste my phone bill on you now. You just continue paying it as normal. And then if they try to force the issue about the £60 or £80 charge for paying council tax late, then it's quite simply, oh, okay, so you want to take £60 off me. You want to steal £60 of my living allowance because you can't budget yourselves properly. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to times that by 100, just so you don't do it again. So it's going to cost you £600 or £800, if you see what I mean, or £1,000, whichever way you want to look at it, or whatever the maths works out as, because it's the end of the fucking day, isn't it? You know what I mean? But if it's going to cost them that much money to try and take that much money from me out of a budget that I have, that the law says I need to live on, then then you're going to have a problem, aren't you? So, always make it that way. You see what I mean? And then I laugh about it after it's pointed out. It might be a natural occurrence happens, might be someone's fucking done something to council property somewhere, and it's starting to appear in the media, and it's, in the local media or whatever, and it's starting to tot up quite a bill. You know what I mean? I laugh to myself and I think, well, that's your karma fucking getting you for what you fucking did. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, got a little bit of a runny nose today. Been mixing with people though, and I on the bus and all that sort of shit, and everyone's got their little winter colds and shit at the moment. But I can guarantee I still haven't had COVID. I even got fact checked today. That was funny. I shared Dr. John, is it Campbell? Dr. John Campbell, I think his name is. Where he was doing a video on COVID-19 and CBD oil, and how it, after in a study, they found that the CBD only, not THC, CBD compounds in cannabis are creating a firewall in the lungs to stop what COVID does to the lung linings and the blood vessels around the lungs and that. And it's actually showing signs of reversing it. And they've also come across the same thing for Hep C as well, but it doesn't work on Hep B. Alright? Now that was quite funny, I thought, because due to the amount of cannabinoids in my system all the time, that's probably why I haven't caught COVID in it, if that is the case. So they might have just found themselves a cure for it, mightn't they? But pharmaceutical companies won't do the research into CBD because there's no money in it. Right? So I posted the video that was stating that after he read out the medical trial, the results from the medical trial. Don't know if you can hear that tapping out there. What are you doing, Hulkster? You chewing your nails or something? Yes, he's having a wash. I thought, what's that? Is he gnawing on something or something? But he's cleaning his fucking toenails. His claws. Yeah, I've completely lost my train of thought now because that tapping was fucking distracting me. No, it's gone. You little sod Hulkster. Yeah, I've got a couple of things I've got to pop out for tomorrow. Just to prove I'm not hiding away. And it's a little bit more exercise for me leg while it's all strapped up. I'm not carrying nothing heavy. Yes, my back was hurting after. You imagine pulling the weight behind you in the shopping trolley, yeah. And you're not pulling it with both arms, are you? Just one, so your body's being pulled round one way while you're walking, and it's twisting your hip round as well. And I've already got sciatic nerve and hip issue going on there as well. I did think about getting a couple of clips and just chucking it on the side of each belt fucking thing and putting it like a cart behind me. You know what I mean? Just so I don't twist my spine so much, but might as well get my driving licence sorted out and get a van in it. I'll get it on a disability thingy, won't I? You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's how I'm thinking at the end of the day today. I haven't been off my nut with anything, have I? I've just had one nefopam and it literally fucking blew my head off. Because I hadn't eaten nothing. But I was very hyper on the coffee while I was out, and it was sort of, it was a funny old buzz, put it that way. But I was in pain, so. My hands was locking up as well, and I was trying not to do that. Yeah, you can see all my fucking, that finger's actually swollen up at the moment around the base of it. Keeps locking, literally. So, it's that's constant all the time now as well. And it's painful when it locks, and it really locks up. It's painful just to flick the finger back into position again. I'm not going to do it because I'm not being rude or snidely flipping the bird down. It's a legitimate problem, if you see what I mean. I've got which doesn't. I'm not still not getting fucking smoke out of that. What's going on here? Yeah, it's not fucking boiling again, is it? Coil wants replacing, I bet. Oh well. It's probably where I dropped it. It's probably fucking done something to it, isn't it? So I'll probably have to order a new one. I'm not going to worry about it right now. That's what I wanted to hear. Right, let's watch the rest of this and then I'm going to sleep. Have a good day tomorrow. If you do check out these videos what I posted today, keep laughing, keep shining. And hopefully, but we'll have more funny days to come. Have a good one, folks.